Hey guys, Kev here, and I want to do a video talking about 5 great American-made EDC products. So 4 of them are knives, and the 5th one is a flashlight. Um, I review and I talk about a lot of overseas made knives and gear. I fully am aware of that, but I am an American. I am a patriot. I love this country very dearly. I love what it stands for. And I don't think maybe that I recognize that enough. I certainly don't have a huge collection of American made knives. I essentially only have a couple, to be honest. Most of my knives are Chinese made, whether high end or not. And I know some of you are going to say, I only buy American, da da da. And some of you will buy overseas because it's cheaper. And some of you just don't care like me. To me, it's about the quality of the item, the build of the item, the design of the item. It's not about where it's made. So, with that said, again, I still love this country, and I want to just kind of show off some stuff, that's American made. 3 of these are mine, 2 of them are not. I'm going to go from price lowest to highest and do it that way. And hit me up in the comments if you have any questions. Let me know what you guys think on the topic. And if you don't mind subscribing to the channel, if you're not subscribed, that'd be awesome. Hit the thumbs up button if you like the video. If you don't, you can hit the thumbs down button. Hang out with the thumbs down guy. Hit the notification bell. Also, my Patreon is linked below in the description, along with links to a bunch of stuff, most of which benefits you in some way in terms of a discount, and it benefits the channel in a way because I can get some money in to buy more knives to review. So anyway, with no further ado, let's talk about the first item on the list. This is the Axial Gear Shift OTF. And I've been showing this off lately. I am actually in the process of reviewing it. I'm almost done. I absolutely love this OTF. It is my probably favorite OTF I've handled so far. I really loved the Guardian Tactical 035, another American-made product that I had. And I love the actuator on that because of the ball bearing. This does not have that yet. It is very smooth. But the design of the Guardian Tactical just, I don't know, it just doesn't excite me, right? It doesn't give me the fizz, as I can't remember who says that, but somebody does. Credit to that guy. But that's how I feel about this. It doesn't give me the fizz. Yeah. So, I'm sorry, I was talking about the Guardian Tactical. Man, my brain. This is gorgeous. This is a beautiful design. It's absolutely stunning. This clip point blade, 20 CV steel, stonewash blade. And this thing goes for $220 in this configuration. You can use my discount code, link below. You get 10% off. So this would be what, $198 plus your tax and ship, whatever. But $200 for 20 CV aluminum with the absolutely fantastic finish for that price. With the action, I swear it's better than a Microtech. It's better than any Microtech I've handled anyway. At least as good. A little bit of less rattle than Microtechs. And for that price, it's just ridiculous. You can get lefty clips. They're out of stock right now, but they're coming back mid-October. They have a smaller one, like, kind of like the Exoset kind of style. A little bit different, but these are 100% American-made in Utah. There's a flag on here somewhere. There it is. Really cool guys, Axial Gear. They actually accidentally sent me 2 of these when they sent me a replacement, because they accidentally sent me a 2-tone S35 Midnight Blue, and I wanted this. They were gracious enough to replace it and accidentally sent me 2. So I contacted them and I said, hey, you know what? I'm going to send it off to my buddy Kyle, my brother Kyle, D2M Knives and Gear. He loves America. He's a goddamn patriot of all patriots. He loves freedom. And I figured he would enjoy reviewing it. And so I sent it to him, and I'm sure they'll appreciate it. So anyway, they're really cool. And $200 $220. Really hard to beat. $200 for S35, which is, you know, a great steal. So that's the Axial Gear Shift. That's the first one. Next one up, this one's not mine. This is on loan from my buddy Joe, who's a local buddy. Big shout out to him. I'm in the middle of reviewing this as well. This is the Benchmade Mini Freak. It's an S90V steel. Has his mirror edge on it. Awesome blue titanium thumb studs. I'm pretty sure they're titanium. They could be steel or aluminum, I guess. You have this awesome checkered carbon fiber, axis style lock, deep carry, bug out clip. Guys, it's just a really cool Benchmade, made in America. I'm pretty sure the price on these was like $250-ish, something like that. $270 maybe, I don't know. It was one of the higher, you know, priced Benchmade, you know, folders like this, but you're getting S90V and carbon fiber, so I kind of expect it. I don't mind that price at all for an American-made product like that. I really like this knife. Very much enjoyed it. It's dead nut centered after I tuned it. Very minimal play, and it drops shut. You can one finger the axis lock and do it that way if you want. Yeah, my only gripes with Benchmades are that the detents, they don't really exist because they run on Omega springs. And I don't know, just the way the tension works, it just isn't the best in terms of a flicking detent. Although they do it better than a lot of companies that try this lock. So, got to give them that. Excellent blade. You're going to get tons of edge retention. Just an amazing American-made knife right here. The Benchmade Super Freak. Next up, another one that just came in on loan. This one's in from my buddy Brent over at Backpack B. Oops, that was me. Big shout out to Brent for loaning this in. I really love this knife. This is the Tactile Knife Company Rockwall. So you guys probably know Tactile pens. They do this incredible milling on all their pens. Well, they did it on a knife. The Rockwall is a really cool knife. This one has CTS XHP. I believe the new ones come in, where is it? There it is. XHP. The new ones come in 20 CV, I believe. Very thin stock, excellently milled titanium, very lightweight, nice deep carry clip, very minimal, useful flipper tap, and another perfect detent. Nailed it. Ergonomics on this are very slick, like in a good way, slick, comfortable, I mean. You can choke up kind of flipper choil style, but you're pretty close to that edge, so you need to be careful there. Super slicey. I mean, just an excellent knife. You got the liner lock inset because it's great for a lefty. Really enjoying this. It's really making me want to get one. It is on loose bearings, I believe, so you got to keep that in mind, but it drops, and it is a very, very smooth and glidey shut knife for the size and weight of that blade. So that is the Tactile Knife Co. Rockwall. I believe these are $300. So very cool. Made in Texas. So again, 100% US made. The Benchmade is made in Oregon. Beaverton or something like that. Oregon. And this guy's made in Utah. And that Rockwall is made in Texas, which is cool. Next up is the flashlight. So this is actually called the Lalima Metalcraft Hoku. So it has a Hawaiian name. You can see it's beautifully done. Titanium. You got some milling with ano work. I mean, just look at the excellent work that's been done on this knife. On this flashlight. It runs on a 10440. This is a $400 flashlight. I got this on Urban EDC Supply, so it's pricey, obviously, but I wanted to try a high-end flashlight, and I do not regret it. Look at that beautiful milling and ano work right there on the bezel, I think it's called. Absolutely fantastic. It has this copper ring here. That's the one thing I would change. If it stayed shiny copper, it'd be great, but I'm not a patina guy. And it's a twisty. So there you go. It has 3 brightnesses. That was low, medium, and high. And then it remembers the last one you did. So now when I tighten it again, it's going to be high. And you can quickly rotate to get what you want. So now it's low. Next time I go to it, low. Medium. I like to leave it on medium. And you just got to turn it like an eighth of a turn so that you can't accidentally do that. See, I can't do that now. Fantastic. Yeah, I really like this light. I'm getting used to the twisty. Obviously, I'm used to a tail switch, which would be fantastic on this, but I've been told they can't find a reliable tail switch for a light this size. So it is what it is. Clip is great. Has this little ceramic ball in there that really does a good job. It holds in pocket. It's a little stiff for my liking. I may have them loosen that up for me a little bit, but I'm absolutely loving this. I got it last week, and I've been carrying it every day since. It has kicked my Raylight Pineapple Mini, which is a Chinese-made flashlight, out of my pocket. I still love that light, but this is in the pocket right now. Really, really cool. The Lalima Metalcraft Hoku. All right, and then we're going to round this out with my new favorite knife. This thing is an absolute just beauty and mechanical wonder. This is the Oz Machine Companyoosevelt, 100% made in Indiana. I believe it's Indiana, yeah. Look at that Damascus clip. Awesome, like teal green, I don't know, emerald green anno work on the pivot or on all the hardware, except for the clip that has the Damascus with that color worked into it. This has a beautiful golf putter milled handle, titanium handle with a Zerblast. I think that's what you call it, Zerblast. This is the Oz Machine Companyoosevelt. I believe this is number 158. Beautiful edge. It's Z-Finite steel with a beautiful stonewash on it. This whole design is absolutely gorgeous. You have some of the best ergonomics on a knife I've ever felt, especially in this choked up grip. I live here. I freaking love it, man. I have it on Gillian bearings. Very, very smooth. It's not drop shut, but it is very, very smooth. You will see, man, I hope you can see, it has 2 detent balls. See them in there? 2 detent balls. And there's actually 2 detent ball holes on the blade. And so it has one for the closed position and another for the open position. I don't know exactly what that does. I'm not an engineer. I'm not a knife maker. But it kind of reminds me of the Grimsmo Norseman, how they have 2 stop pins, one for open and one for close. And if they need to adjust lockup in either direction, they can just, shave a little bit off and put a different stop pin in the open or in the close. And it just makes things easier instead of trying to jack with the lockup here and messing with, filing it down, changing the geometry, and, you can just change one thing and fix what you need to. And I think this is a similar situation, but I'm not sure. Again, 100% American made. He does send out the blades, but they're American heat treated and all that stuff. It's just a fantastic knife with incredible action. I could just ramble about this knife on and on and on. For a lefty, not the best because you have to be on the clip or low on the lock bar to get it. You will lock it up, but you either do what I do, stay near the clip, or you stay up here off the lock bar. And you can also do a very nice thumb flick left-handed, and it's just beautiful. So this is also 100% American made, and I just wanted to show off some great pieces of EDC that you can get made in this country, some of which is not ridiculously expensive. I mean, you're going to pay more than you do for Chinese-made knives, right? But you can get this OTF for $200, $180 in S35VN. This is a $300 beautifully made titanium flipper. I mean, come on. I would argue that this holds up better, as good, if not better, than any $300 Chinese-made knife. I mean, this is ridiculous value right here, in my opinion. You really get a lot for your money on this guy, I think. You know what I mean? Like, here's a $300, just right off the bat, here's a $300 Chinese-made Vero. titanium liner lock, but it's micarta scales and M390. I mean, you get CTS XHP, the new ones, 20 CV is equivalent, and you have this unbelievable milling all over this guy, and it's the same price. I mean, I just think this is a value right here, guys. So people who say, you know, you have to buy Chinese because that's where the value is, right there. Benchmade, again, you in the low 100s they start pretty much for very well made knives. And they're not my favorite because I don't love the axis lock anymore, but they are built well. They do a great job. They're very good knives to use. And they're very fidgety as well. Like, you can't really go wrong with a Benchmade, even if it's not my personal choice for a knife. And the pricing isn't outrageous in my opinion. This is expensive. This is a luxury item, right? This is for people who, like me, have carried a flashlight that's $50 for a long time, think it's awesome, and just kind of want to go up the ranks a little bit and see what you get for your money, like I've done with knives, right? And I kind of see it. I see the value in it, and I'm loving it. And then, of course, this is just a masterpiece, guys. I don't know. I just think there's some things that you can't put a price on. And having something made 100% in America by a dude in his shop, I don't care how much it costs in some cases, if that makes sense. Obviously, there's a limit, but like, you know, I wish I had my Gavco nurse here right now. I've had issues with it, but I'm getting it sorted out. Other than the lock stick I've had, that knife is just so incredible. It's an American-made, handmade knife by a dude in a shop in Florida. Like, those things are, they're just things you can't put a price on it, in my opinion, in a sense, if you know what I mean. Compared to these Chinese companies where you don't know the guy making the knife. You don't know the guy putting it together. And I still love Chinese-made knives, guys. Like, I'm not, you know, saying I'm anti-Chinese knives. I'm just, there's another section here where we can talk about American-made and how awesome that is. And we can be proud of what some of these guys in our country do. I'm proud to be a fellow American with Daniel Osborne. I am. He makes me proud, if that makes sense. Tactile Knife Co., those guys, they make me proud to handle and carry and use this knife right here that's 100% American made by those guys. So excellently made, right? I'm proud that there's guys in Utah who are finding a way to get people into OTFs for this price point and still have it 100% American made. That makes me proud. I'm proud that Benchmade has been around so long, fighting the good fight, pumping out knives. They haven't stopped. They keep innovating in a way with designs and doing cool stuff, and maybe not with their locks, but you know, they are doing cool stuff, and they're giving the people what they want in a lot of cases. You know, you want a mini bug out? Bang, here's a mini bug out. You want a mini Osborne? Psh, here it is. You want a mini Freak? Here it is. They're cool people over there. We lost a great guy in the founder of Benchmade. And that was a big loss for this country and for us in the knife community earlier this year, I believe it was. But his son seems to be pushing forward, which is awesome. And then you have these small batch type guys, same with Oz, who do cool stuff, whether it's donuts, you know, worry donuts like Ryan Rimmer, or worry cheese, or fidget spinners, or Nux, or whatever the fuck it is. We love to support those guys. These guys making these flashlights, we love to support those guys. Why? Because they're made in America. It's a dude in his garage kicking ass, right? It's my dream, you know? So anyway, that's me being a sappy American. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave some comments below. Let me know some of your favorite American-made EDC products. Let me know if you're proud of the American stuff that you have in or you own or you've handled or whatever. Another example right here, Lancelot Leather. Joe is such an amazing human being. American-made greatness right here in this disassembly mat. Got my coaster. Just, he killed it with this. He kills it with everything. Just proud of the craftsmen, in our country. So I just wanted to say that. That's it. Sorry for the sap. I love you guys. Thanks for letting me rant and rave as usual. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.